Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today we are driving the brand new Opel Frontera, the electric version. A few days ago I had the hybrid version, which I test drive, I review, I make a few videos with it. If you want to see it, definitely check it out. Also, it's basically the same car, the same interior, the same quality materials, the same space. The only difference is the fact that this one has a battery and an electric motor. And I was thinking not to make another review with this electric version, because basically inside outside is the same car. So I decided to make only this test drive, and in this test drive I will include some information, a little bit more extra information about the car. But basically the most important thing is how is to drive and what's the difference between the internal combustion engine car. Otherwise, the same beautiful design language which Opel came on the last models. I think it looks really good. The car is built on the same platform as Citroën C3 Aircross Electric, and also of course is the same platform for the hybrid versions as well. It's great that they have this platform, Stellantis group, that they can accommodate different powertrains. Regarding the design, I think you already saw it before. I will have some videos with it, and also basically the hybrid version, it looks the same, it's just other color, but in terms of design language it looks really good, much more modern, much more attractive. Other than that, the space in the back, by the way, super spacious car. This platform has plenty of space, probably one of the most spacious car in this class. Plus you can get this car with 7-seater. You can order it for around 780 euro or something like that, so you can get another row of seats, which is great. Plus, let's don't forget that you have huge amount of space here. I adjust the seat a little bit backwards for the driving and for the filming, but man, here you have so much space. Plus the car comes with the same fabric material as on the internal combustion engine, plenty of space, USB-C ports, and I love that. The fact that you have a lot of space, it's a big plus. Probably it's one of the most spacious car in this class, and probably is the only electric car with 7-seater in this class and in this price range. Let's don't forget the price. We will talk in a second about the price. On the rear, the car comes with normal brake discs, on the front ventilated brake discs. If I'm not wrong, those are 17-inch rims, 215 16 R17. They look good, alloy wheels. Also it comes with full LED, low beam, high beam. I will have a separate video in the nighttime. If you want to see it, definitely check it out where I drive on the dark streets, so you can see how they are working. This is the key. It doesn't have keyless entrance. You have to press the button to lock and unlock, but it comes with electric folding mirrors. This is the interior. As I said, it looks basically the same as the hybrid version and yeah, the other internal combustion version. I really like the seats, even though they are textile material. The quality is good. You have side support, they are bright, they are big, you can sit really well, and also you have this area here that help you protect your back part, so it doesn't have pain, doesn't have pain in time. Normal pedals there, by the way. Also, this is the key, and this is how you start the car. Even though it's an electric car, it doesn't have a start-stop button, and to be honest, it's much better like that, and I will explain you in a second why. You know, some car manufacturers try to cut some costs in certain areas in order to offer you a very good price. And this is exactly what Stellantis Group and Opel did. So they cut the cost from the start-stop button, they cut the cost for different areas, for different plastics, for different stuff. And to be honest, they cut the cost exactly where it's supposed to cut the cost, but because the most important things are here on the car. And I prefer to have it like that. Doesn't bother me just to put the key here. You know, you have a place for the key, you don't have to leave it around here anymore, and then you win some costs, and with other things the same. And I explain you a little bit more about that in the review, so definitely check out the review with the Frontera, because there I go a little bit more in detail. I like the fact that you have physical button for climatic system, ergonomy is very good. You have the screen, digital screens here. This one for multimedia, it's tilted to the driver. It's very responsive. You can connect your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto wireless, and it's basically super simple. It's nothing complicated. It has a map, which the map you probably saw it also on other models from Stellantis. It works really good, and the most important thing for an electric car, you have here all the charging station. If you go here, you can find all the charging stations around you, and once you find one, you just press on it, start, and then look how fast it's loading. And then the digital screen, which shows you plenty of information, but is not very customizable. You see the power here, you see how many percentage in the battery you have, 89% for example right now. You see the temperature, and here in the middle you can see how many kilometers you drive already, the average speed, and what is missing from here, it's the consumption. I'm not sure why it's not shown yet. From what I understand, they have to make a software update in order to add that. So because the car is brand new, it has around 67 kilometers, it's brand new on the market, probably will come with a software update for this thing. Steering wheel look great, also can be adjusted up, down, forward, backward, very simple. It has physical button for cruise control. The car comes only with cruise control, no adaptive cruise control or lane keeping assist. It's just lane warning and push you back between the lanes. I will show you on the highway, and here's some buttons for voice command and different functions from the telephone. Other than that, very good visibility, tall driving position. I really like the position of driving also in this one, and in the siblings, the C3 Aircross, I think it's basically similar, just the seats. It seems to be a little bit more sportier here. I guess they're a little bit more stiffer, and the same, we will talk about the driving feeling and the difference in a second. But I want to give you some technical data before we start driving. And by the way, you have a wireless charging, you have two USB-C, you have the selector for the gears, you can put it in park. The C, probably wondering what is this C here. C come from comfort. So usually when you drive an electric car, you put it in drive and you drive normal. When you drive normal in this Frontera, you just accelerate. When you release the acceleration, the recuperation is quite powerful. If you want less recuperation, you press this C from comfort, and then you have less recuperation, somewhere between half of the recuperation that in D mode it gives you. I will explain you that. And of course, you go up, you go in reverse. This is the reverse camera, which came standard. Electronic handbrake, the car doesn't have auto hold. Let me give you some info and data and price, because I know everybody is interested in price. The most important thing is that this Opel Frontera, it's probably one of the most affordable electric car in this class, with 7-seater with this much space. It starts with the entry-level version at 26,000 euro. For the GS version, which we have today, start at 28,800 euro, and you have some options, for example 7-seater, 787 euro, and you have another option which have heated steering wheel, heated windshield and heated seats, and also around 600 euro, which is very useful, so I recommend you to get it. It's a front wheel drive. It comes only front wheel drive for the moment, with only one option, one electric motor installed on the front, 44 kilowatt-hour battery, 113 horsepower, 125 newton meters. The weight of the car, 1,514 kilograms. Very important thing is the fact that the LFP battery, it's, for those of you that didn't know already, LFP battery are one of the most safe batteries. It doesn't explode. It's much more safer than an NMC battery. Plus, they last 3 times longer, so they have 3 times more life cycles charge discharge. Top speed of the car 140 km per hour, 0 to 112.1 seconds. Consumption around 18.2 kilowatt hour. Range 406 km VLTP. The trunk space 460 liter, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go to 1,600 liters. Suspension independent, McPherson on the front and torsion bar on the rear. So guys, yeah, as I said, check out the review if you want to find out more, because the interior is basically the same as the internal combustion engine. Let's drive now. Press the brake, put it in drive, and then you can see right now I will deactivate the C mode. You accelerate and the electronic handbrake, it will lift automatically. Good first impression, of course, it's very silent and pleasant to drive, because it's really smooth like every other electric car. Now you see the D mode, you accelerate, you can see there what happened with the energy, you release it, and then you see you have a pretty much powerful amount of recuperation, which is good. If you want less, you put it in C, accelerate, you release the acceleration, and then you recuperate less energy. So in the city, I recommend you to leave it on D. On the highway, high speed, not too much stops, put it on C, comfort, and then you're not going to lose too much energy to the friction. So yeah, this is what I definitely recommend you. Now, other than that,
when possible.
other than that, I have to make a comparison between this one and Citroën C3 Aircross, because many people, it's basically on the same platform. The only difference is that it looks different inside, outside. And my takeaway from those two is like that.
400 meters, enter the roundabout.
I will deactivate this. My takeaway is like that. Citroën C3 is more comfortable. It's set up to be more comfortable, so over the bumps it's a little bit more comfy. It has also that hydraulic dampers, which are really good, and for the class that the car, they're incredible. The seats are also made in order to take more vibration from the road, so the comfort is better. And the steering wheel, it's much more lighter. It's much more lighter car. It feels a little bit more, I would say, yeah, comfortable and light. Where this Opel Frontera, it's set up to be a little bit more sportier, a little bit more stiffer. The steering wheel, it's a little bit harder, and you have to turn it a little bit more than you do on the C3 Aircross. But the suspension, surprisingly, even though they are set up a little bit more stiffer, and I don't know, you have a better control in the curves on high speed, you feel a little bit more the road, and they're definitely a little bit stiffer setup, but that doesn't mean there are bad suspension. And I was surprised, to be honest, to see that the suspension, basically, even though they are set up a little bit stiffer, they are really good in the articulation and the parts, the elements of the suspension and the arms are pretty good quality, and they sound quite deep, and you will see right here, we will test them. And I like it. I have to say that I like it a lot. Even though C3, it's a fantastic, easy to drive car, probably if I have to choose one for me, even though it's hard, I will probably go with Frontera, because I don't know, I like a little bit more stiffer feedback from the ground, and you know, I like comfort sometimes, but you know, you see that? So I told you the quality, even though it's stiff, the quality is good of the suspension. And also this one seems to be, and I'm super happy that today morning I give back the C3 Aircross Electric, and then I take this one. I leave that, I take this one. So I drive both in the same time almost, so I can make an idea. And what it seems to be different also on Frontera is that the acceleration seems to be a little bit quicker. I don't know why, it has the same power, but this one, it seems to respond a little bit faster, maybe 5% or something like that. Look at this, it seems to be a little bit quicker. Not sure if it's only my impression or it is like that, but it seems to be a little bit more responsive. And I don't know, I feel a little bit better here, but yeah, it's hard, it's still hard, it still need time to think about those things. Also, I like very much the screens, how it's tilted to the driver. I like the digital head-up display, which is through the steering wheel. The steering wheel is great, also good quality, good grip, very good visibility outside, electric adjustable mirrors. So that's why I told you, they cut the cost exactly where it's supposed to cut the cost. So they didn't cut the cost to the comfort and the most important things like adjusting the mirrors, like electric windows. By the way, it doesn't have double glass, it's single glass. We will talk about the insulation in a second. You have electronic handbrake, manual climatic system, and not manual, I mean physical button, but it's automatic. And the great part is that you can have optional the heated steering wheel, heated seats, and heated windshield, which is important because it's heated everywhere inside. So you press this button and you defrost it in 2 minutes. And the great part is that this car can be brought under 30,000 euro for a brand new electric car with an LFP battery. So this car, it's that type of car that you will buy it and you will hold it for many years, because LFP battery tend to reach even 500,000 kilometers, even 1 million kilometer from the statistics and tests and so on. LFP batteries are really good and they are very stable in terms of voltage. And yeah, I think they are definitely for the moment I would say the best option, even though the range is not huge. 409, probably you do 300 in real life. It's not huge, but it's enough. I would say that with this type of car you can definitely drive, have it relax for 10-15 years without doing nothing to the car. Maybe some maintenance, small maintenance here and there, but normally it shouldn't happen something. So they should be pretty much reliable. You see, I take the car today, I drive it a lot. I have to travel the whole city in the traffic, and I did some test drive before and I still have 88% battery, so it's quite good. Yeah, the only thing that I wish to have on the car, it's an auto hold function. That's the thing that I miss from here. Of course the car have to have also the information about consumption, probably with the new software update. And you know, as we talk about cutting costs and offer you the car at a good price, it doesn't have autopilot, adaptive cruise control, and that's another thing where they cut the cost. But it's important because sometimes you want to give up on this stuff and then you want to have a better price, and there are so many people like that because you don't use too much the autopilot. Usually you don't use it, and even if you use it, you have to always pay attention, hold the steering wheel, so it's the same thing. So sometimes, you know, it's great to offer you some cheaper option, because many people maybe want to have the car, want to have the platform, but they don't want to have those bling bling things that they have to pay anyway for them. And I really appreciate the car manufacturers that offer you also a base platform, a base car with a good price, and then you can choose yourself which kind of options you want to have on the car, because everybody can choose what they prefer or not. You know, like Tesla offer you on the cars this screen in the back here. You remember that screen on the new 3 and Y? Man, I don't need that screen, and there are so many people that don't care about that screen in the back. It's a pain in the ass, because if you have someone in the back and it scratch it or hit it or broke it, then you have to pay extra for nothing. So maybe not everybody wanna have a screen in the back, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a thing. Otherwise, even though it has 113 horsepower, it seems to be quite quick. I mean, 0 to 80, it's quite quick. So I also tested before. I was in the beginning worried a little bit of the power, but then after I test it, after I go on the highway, I try to cross pass some cars. It really feels much more powerful than that. And if you compare it with a combustion engine that has the same horsepower, this one will beat that without any problem. So yeah, the regeneration, it's pretty much powerful. You can anticipate the traffic with it, but I wish to be a little bit stronger, and probably in the future I wish that they bring some one pedal drive. You have to have the option just to release the acceleration and the car to go to a completely stop. I think this is something that every electric car should have. And yeah, otherwise it's good to drive. It's nice, it's pleasant, you have fantastic visibility, you are quick, you can go in quick, you can see. It's not the sporty car, but it's, look man, exactly what I told you, it sits so well in the curves. The suspension are set up so good, a little bit sportier, and I like this feeling, I really like it. And you have more than enough power to drive normally. Now, if you want to set autopilot, you do it from here. You have a limited speed, or you have the cruise control, the basic cruise control, not autopilot. So that means the car is just holding this speed, but it's not going to brake, it's not going to accelerate and do that stuff. But you have lane keeping assist. What that's supposed to mean is that if you go out, it push you back. You see, it push you back between the lanes, and it try to hold you there. So it's kind of a safety feature, a very useful safety feature. It has also emergency brake, just in case the car in front is braking, and lane pushing assist, I will call it, and the normal basic cruise control. Now, exactly what I'm saying, blind spot technology as well, so plenty of safety features. The most important safety features are here. So exactly what I told you guys, if you want to cross pass other cars, man, look at this, even if I have 100, I can still cross pass other cars without any problem. So the power, it's here. So for those of you that are worried about the power, don't worry, you have enough power. And electric cars are pretty responsive when you push the throttle most of the time. So I would say until 110 km/h you still have power in the pedal. So even now, if I press it now, you see it still push me pretty hard. Now the stability on the road is very good. It's even better than the hybrid version and internal combustion engines, because it has the battery, which is heavy, low on the ground, under the floor, and it has a lower center of gravity, so that helps the car sits really well at high speeds and also in curves. So you have a pretty good base. So plus those suspensions set up a little bit stiffer, I think it's a very good setup, and it's the way it should be. Sound insulation up to 120, it's also very good, not too much noise from outside. Now you hear some noise from the tires, because here the road, it's bad, kind of bad qualities. That's why you hear this extra noise. Of course, it's not the best sound insulation on the market. I would say it's over the average. But bro, if you think about the price that you pay for this car, I think it's more than perfect. What they offer, it's more than perfect, and I'm happy to see another option, another great option, clean option. And it's easy to drive, you have good visibility in the screens. You know, there are things in this car, like the pedals, that feel quite good quality. Also, when you release the pedal, the car will recuperate the energy back into the battery. You see that? It's pretty strong. Now over those bridge bumps, you feel a little bit how the suspension are set up a little bit more stiffer. What this guy did, I think this guy have a problem with the car, probably it's broke, drive too slow, hazard light on, and you see how fast, how quick. I like that it's agile, it sits really good here on the curves. It's lovely car. I like it. I mean, for this price, go and test drive it and tell me what do you think. And I like a few things, you know, they focus on the reliability. That's why they want to install this LFP battery. This LFP battery, trust me guys, it's really good. There have been so many tests made with this. It's so voltage stable. As long as they make the management of the battery, of the LFP battery, good, as long as this battery have a good battery management and good cooling and warming, man, this battery will last for many years. That if you're not unlucky, you know. And the charging speed of this car, it's around 7.4 kilowatt in AC, 11 kilowatt optional, I think, if I'm not wrong, and 100 kilowatt in DC. This maximum 100 kilowatt in DC, but because the battery is small, 44 kilowatt hour, you can charge it relatively fast, from 20 to 80%. From what I saw on them, 26 minutes. So I would say you can charge this car from 10% to 90% in around 40 minutes, 50 minutes, I would say. I didn't try it because I have plenty of battery, so I can't try it, but yeah, from my experience, I think you should expect on these numbers. And I'm surprised, it's a front wheel drive, but when I accelerate and I push it harder, it doesn't slip. That's probably because it has 113 horsepower and it's not crazy powerful, so that's why it doesn't slip. So most of the front wheel drive cars tend to slip when I accelerate hard. Look at this, I just push it hard right now, check it out. Now it's all the way on the floor, so it doesn't slip, it stays stable because it has not too much power, and it gives you the power so smoothly, so you can control the car. You feel under control all the time and you don't feel like you're losing control. And this is important for many people, you know, many women, many people that are not into crazy racing cars. They want to keep it under control, and that's important. The way they set up, it's good. I think it's perfect like that. What's wrong with the cars today? Everybody have a broken car. Man, that was a new car. That was a pretty new one, or relatively new. I think 2-3 years. Yeah. Now, if you want to accelerate and cross pass, even if we go uphill, you still have some power. The car, it's pretty stable. I told you, I drive it a little bit earlier. I drive it also a little bit faster. And the car, it's quite stable. I like how fast it's gripping again, and it feels the ground pretty quick because it has that suspension set up a little bit sportier. Man, it's good. Even at high speed, you see, you can cross pass other cars without any problem. I told you, you don't have to worry about the power at all. Visibility in this mirror, it's fine, not the best, but it's pretty fine. You can see pretty well in the back there as well, on the side as well. So, but you know, I like it, you know, driving 140 now, and the car, it sits so well. It's pretty stable, feels relatively good. You hear a little bit of wind noise from outside. It's normal somehow, but not too much. But yeah, some noise you can hear inside. But I would say it's over the average, from 1 to 10, around 7. I will give it a 7. The sound insulation. Now release the pedal, and I'm not going to use the brakes, just acceleration pedal. And as you know, the brake discs and the brake pads on electric cars, they last much more longer than the ones from an internal combustion engine car. To be honest, I like a lot how this car is driving. I think it's, look at it, I didn't even use the brake. Now I use the brake to stop because it doesn't have one pedal drive, but the sound from the suspension, it's a little bit deeper. So I know that I drive so many cars now, and this city where I drive, there are a lot of holes and bad roads. So I learned the sound from the suspension, from the arms, from the articulation there. And I know when I hear something better or worse, or when it's, yeah, hear this out. You see that the sound is deeper. It's deeper. It seems like it's rubber on rubber. It's something there. It's not just metal on metal, you know. It's deep sound. That means the things there are really good made and good quality. And this one, it's that type of good type. I didn't expect that, you know, to be honest. In the beginning, I was thinking maybe it will be a little bit noisier, maybe not good setup. But I'm surprised. And it's running so smooth and nice. And it's so spacious, man. It's really big. You can carry a lot of stuff in the back. You can have a 7-seater, which there are non-electric cars with 7-seater in this class. So it's quite unique in some way. This one is big. You see, it's deep. I like that. It's deep and it's stop quick. It's like stop quick. It doesn't sound bad or something like that. It's quite good. Too bad that I cannot see the consumption. We can see also that we have still 82% battery, which is good. Almost, and we will see with how much battery we will end. But yeah, it's pretty, seems to be efficient. And now, you know, the electric cars depend a lot how you drive, where you drive, the temperature, the weight, the so many factors, the wind and stuff like that, the tire pressure, and a lot of things matter. The traffic as well. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, there are many things that really matter when it comes to electric cars. And look at it, in the front we have an electric bus. I see more and more vans, electric vans on the market, which is cool, on the street basically. I think it's a regulation these days. The companies have to have a percentage of the vans with electric cars. So that's good. That's a good regulation. It's a very important one, because we want to have less pollution, and we want to have less pollution in this city and in the world. Basically, it's the same thing. I like it. I like it that it's nimble. It's agile. Pretty fine. totally drive good. Yeah, we see more and more affordable cars, and it's crazy. I mean, the inflation go up, the price go up, but we start to see more affordable cars, more cars that start at a lower price and lower price and lower price. Of course, they can go super low because the parts are more expensive these days, but I'm happy that somehow we see that, and I'm happy that we have more and more options when it comes to electric cars as well. Let's park around here. I want to show you the reverse camera. Okay, go in reverse, just like that. And this camera comes standard, and it's a regulation in EU now to have a reverse camera. It's much more safe. It's easy to park, put it in park, electronic handbrake, stop that. Sorry that I can't show you the consumption because yeah, it doesn't have the options to show you that. So that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information. From my point of view, very light, very easy to drive, pleasant car, seems to be well built and compact, and I like that. Plus it has a lot of space. Definitely check out the review video to see how much space the car has in the back and in the trunk. And yeah, definitely a great budget option if you want an electric car with a pretty good battery. So yeah, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will help me a lot. So thank you very much to all of you that being here. I really appreciate that, guys. So that will mean a lot if you can subscribe to the channel. Also, don't miss out the full review with the same car, and I will have some videos in the night time if you want to see the lights. So definitely check out those too. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I wait your comments down below. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.